It looks like it worked. Hey, Colleen.
Hey.
What are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about the Baby Brezza Formula Pro.
By far.
The best invention since sliced bread.
Now, what is this thing?
We're serious. Over here. So if you feed your baby formula, this is like an absolute must. A splurge, yes. It's coming in at $180 on Amazon right now.
We got it for a sweetheart deal of $130.
Yeah. I mean, look for sales. It happens all the time. But if you feed your baby formula, I would say this is almost like a must. It's worth the splurge money for real. So what this does, it's basically like a Keurig for your formula. You keep the formula, any formula you want to use up here. So that's kind of unique. All the other machines out there, you have to use their special expensive like pods and stuff. You just dump whatever formula you want here on the top.
Yeah, and it holds like a full container, 48-ounce container.
Yes, full container of formula. You got your water here on the side, and it gives you the option of ounces. It does only do even ounces, so if you're in between, if you're 1, 3, 5 ounces, it's,
yeah.
You know, it's kind of
because
a bummer.
Of that, we actually, because it starts at 2 and goes up to 10, because of that, we probably wasted a ton of formula.
Still worth it. Because what this does is not only does it accurately, and we checked, accurately measures the formula and the water, and it also does the perfect temperature for the formula and the water mixed together, and it does it in like 2 seconds flat.
Well, just show a bottle.
Let me show you how it works. So imagine yourself at 2 a.m. with your screaming child, and you just need to get the formula. Just pop your bottle in there. I want 2 ounces. I hit the start button.
Instantaneous formula.
It's beautiful. You just grab it and it's all done. And it's mixed. I like to swirl it around a little bit, but it's basically mixed. Our kids never had a problem spitting up or anything because things have gone wrong. We actually did a couple of checks, right?
Yeah, so what we did is, because you notice this thing, how it works is it kind of drops into this big funnel contraption and mixes it in here. So what we did is took and put a little baggie right in here around this part right there to catch the dry formula, and then measured that against the little scoops that came with the formula itself to make sure it was accurate, and it was right on. Then likewise we tested it with the water, just did a dry run with the water, and effectively got exactly 2 ounces. So overall, I'm pretty confident.
I remember you checking all the different ounce options too, so it's accurate every time. Because we had read that for different formulas, because what happens is you choose a certain number when you're putting this together. There's all
kinds of little intricate parts in there.
And you put it on a certain measurement, a little number, depending on what your formula is, and that's how it measures what formula and water ratios to put in. Some people had problems with their formula number or something. We have not. We use Infamil Gentle Ease. Infamil Gentle Ease, and it's number 5 on the little measurement turn thing inside the machine, and it's super accurate. Awesome. One thing that we do want to mention is there's a little bit of maintenance to the machine, which again I deem totally worth it. But what you would have to do, it says you have to clean this and the little undercarriage after every 4 bottles.
I thought it was 5.
Maybe 5.
It's 4 or 5. Regardless, you have to clean it.
I don't do it that way. What we do, or what I do, is once every night, just one time every night, I clean this with a little soap and water and dry it off real good. And probably like 2 times a day, I wipe this under here. Because what happens is, if you can see it,
you see the little crusties right there?
Yeah, it gets these goopy little crusties that just need to be wiped off. So I'll do that about twice a day.
Yeah, and all that is just a dried formula that's got a little bit of moisture on it. It's kind of coagulated.
And if you let it go, then it does build up and it screws things up. So I do that twice a day. And then once a week, I do a full, take the formula out and clean all the little compartments to make sure everything is running smoothly and crusty free. But not a big deal when you're talking about such easy formula making all day.
Now let's go back. So what we used to do is we used to pre-mix our formula into one of those shaker bins and then put it in the fridge, because you could store it for a couple of hours or whatever, 24 hours in the fridge, right? Then we used to put it into the bottle and then warm it up. And we had a steamer, one of those warm steamers.
We did the whole warm water in a bowl thing, which you know, wasn't doing it took forever after we went above an ounce of formula. And then we tried the Dr. Brown's bottle formula,
the
Dr. Brown's bottle warmer.
Yeah.
And it would heat the bottle to super hot, but then it wouldn't heat the milk fast enough. So.
Yeah, so what you'd end up with that is you'd actually get a scalding hot nipple and lukewarm formula, so it's kind of a weird situation. So this is by far the best compromise that we've come across, and more importantly, it's instant. So we can even be doing this with baby in hand, no risk of anybody getting hurt.
It's not a compromise. It's the only thing that you want when you have a baby.
Well, it is a luxury item, let's be fair. I mean, this is a way
It's
above.
a splurge item. Will your baby survive without it? Absolutely. Will you? No.
I will say,
you want this.
I don't know if you guys caught on, I'm pretty skeptical about stuff like this and also extremely cheap. But the reality is I think this is definitely a wise investment from our standpoint. Just because not only are we happier, but our baby's happier. As you can see, as he sits and hangs with my mom. Sleeping. Happy as a clam. Looks like he's flying. But because of that, we're able to do more, spend more time with him as opposed to trying to do all this baby stuff. But should we give him that bottle? I don't think he's hungry.
He's not yet. It's
Alright,
good
we'll
for a
save
little
it.
bit.
So you can leave that out for an hour. If not, we have to waste it. Hence, we waste a ton of formula, which I still think is
We're
kind of
getting
crazy.
better and better at figuring it out, but hey, babies are a little unpredictable.
Here's a tidbit, just for me to all the other fathers out there. What I like to do is start with 2 ounces, and then if he wants more, I go get another 2 ounce. My wife, however, is all gung-ho on the 4.
That is so easy for the man who sleeps through the night to
True.
give this advice, as opposed to the woman who does all the 2 a.m. and 4
True.
a.m. feedings. Excuse me, I will do it the way I need to do it.
You win. So, that's Colleen. I'm John. That's the Baby Brezza.
Uh-huh.
That's little Jameson snoozing away with my mom. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Bye.
Oh, my little Jamie, you know I love you so. Don't ever try to leave me, boy. I'll never let you go. Oh, my little Jamie, you know you'll always be mine. I'm never gonna leave you, boy, until the